You guys put on the Steubenville Conferences up in here in the cities and in Rochester,
Yeah.
among many other things. I know you all do, but when you see the Steubenville Conferences, I know that there's a lot of not only young people but adults too who are walking out of, especially like adoration and maybe many
Yeah.
times throughout the retreat just sobbing, and just like really emotional.
Yeah.
Do you have a sense of what is it that is bringing that out of them?
Yeah.
I don't know if you all have.
It's I mean, obviously not, I don't know in every situation,
Right,
but some
right.
situations where we bring in, prayer ministry, or I chat with the person at some point. Some of it is anger. Like for some of them, like, you know what, I lost my dad this year, or my parents got divorced, and they're just hurting. They're just hurting.
Yeah.
And for some, it's comes from a place of remorse, like I hurt God, right? And so I'm sorry for the ways I've treated him and not lived my Christian faith. And for some, it's just this release of emotion that comes up in the presence of the Lord that they themselves might not even know how to explain. And almost a real gift for some in that the tears can be cleansing tears. So lots of different ways that I think that manifests itself. And we are, so COVID obviously impacted the Steubenville Conferences in a great way because we were a large event, you know what I mean? So we were, and so last year we did both of the St. Paul and Rochester, and the numbers were fair, and this year, Chris, I mean, St. Paul conference is sold out and a waiting list. I mean, and Rochester's numbers are super strong. We're over 1,300 already, and that's a good place to be at this time.
That's great.
And we'll still see some growth there. And we really were prepared to be like, it's going to probably take us 5 years or 6 years to rebuild.
Yeah.
And so we're really seeing the desire. We're seeing whether youth ministers are bringing kids, parents are bringing kids, volunteers are bringing kids. We're just seeing a different climate, I think, of people who are bringing them to this encounter. And one of our main elements of what we do is really about giving them an opportunity to encounter Christ. And we want that for them so that they can build a relationship with him. And we only can do that when we have opportunities to sit with him. To sit with him in the Eucharist, to be with him at Mass, and to learn about him.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
And so I think that the Steubenville Conferences does that well, to give them that experience, but then they need the support of that as they go home,